All right, guys, it's going to be another fun painting for Ruth Bader Ginsberg. And I want you to grab your supplies, turn on your favorite music, and as always, make sure you take your progress photos. Now, once you have your traceable transferred to your surface, we're going to start with the background, and you are more than welcome to change the color on anything here and make this painting your own, and I highly recommend that you do that. So here we're starting with a medium blue, which is equal parts white and blue, and we're going to be filling the entire background in. And if you're one of my first time painters, I do recommend that you apply your paint a little bit thicker, especially if you're using student grade paint, and that will help with some of the blending and the coverage on the canvas. So also, if you are painting right now and holding your breath, take a big inhale, just relax. You're doing a great job. I am glad that you are painting at home. So enjoy the process. So we're going to fill in that whole area, and then we're going to do some wet on wet blending. And a little note about what you saw for the traceable on my canvas, I did go over it with a black Sharpie marker just for the people at home that might pause the video and draw what they see if they don't acquire the traceable. You do not have to do that on yours. All right, so we've got that background filled in, and what we're going to do is we're going to grab some of that blue, slap it on there, and then move your brush back and forth. This is called wet on wet blending, and it's really therapeutic and a lot of fun. And the more that you move your brush, the more the two colors kind of mix together, and you can introduce other colors. Like here, I'm throwing some white on here. If you want to put something else, teal or purple or anything in there, trust your instincts and make the background what you would like. All right, so this is a good place to pause the video and take a progress photo. We're going to move into the skin tone here. So we're going to pull some white aside, a little bit of raw sienna, and a little bit goes a long way. And we're going to fill in the whole face, and you'll notice where I go right over all those black lines from the traceable. So I'm going to go right over the glasses, and I do recommend that you do the same on yours. Just for if we choose to do some blending, it'll make it a little bit easier and not have to stop and start where those black lines are. So it'll keep your brush strokes flowing a little bit better. And don't forget to fill in the ears and even the neck. And then we're going to go back and make a kind of a medium raw sienna, a little bit darker, and do a little bit of shading. So just like in the background, we're going to place that darker color on there, and then you just move your brush back and forth or make little overlapping dots to kind of blend it with the base color. And as you do this, I want you to just observe where I place each of these colors and mimic that to the best of your ability. But again, you can go in your own direction. This is kind of like makeup, contouring the face, so please go right ahead and just kind of have fun with kind of doing your thing. All right, again, make sure you take a deep breath. It's not going to be to your benefit to hold your breath. All right, so pause the video, take a progress photo. We're going to move into black paint, and we're going to fill in her hair as well as her cloak. And then we'll let that dry, and we'll add some details on top of this after the paint is dry. And that's the great thing about acrylic paint is you can layer it over and over again. So if you happen to paint something you do not like, you just let it dry and you can paint on top of it again. It gives a nice kind of wiggle room for my beginner painters. Gives you a little more courage to try some stuff that might be a little more scary. All right, and like I said earlier, if you do want to change the color on anything here, go right ahead and do that. And no matter what you do, send me photos of what you paint. Send them to paintwithlovejoy@gmail.com and share this with your community. This Ruth Bader Ginsberg painting is very nice to share with your friends and share with young girls to give them something to aspire towards and know that they can fight for what they need to. All right, so again, if you need to pause the video and take a progress photo, do that. And we're going to use red paint for her lips and her earrings. And we're just going to paint right on top of it, and we are using this small pointy brush. Now, as you're working in smaller spaces, you want to kind of mind the pressure of your brush. So sometimes it's easier if you treat it kind of like a pencil and use just the tip of the brush, and that will kind of give you a little bit more control. But the more that you paint, the more comfortable this will get. So I do recommend that you try to find creative outlets on a regular basis for yourself. And if you do feel like changing the color of the earrings or the earrings entirely, go right ahead and do that. My Frida painting is kind of similar style to this. I liked keeping without the eyes. But I have had some people actually glue earrings onto their canvas. So feel free to get mixed media if you want. All right, grab a little touch of white to do a little highlight on that bottom lip. Not much. That red will kind of eat it up quickly. All right, you guys are doing a great job. I'm really proud of you. All right, another place to pause the video and take a progress photo. And we're going to keep with that little, that pointy brush, and we're going to start going over the details on the face. Now for the glasses, the line that was on the traceable, those are the glasses for the outline for the interior of the glasses. So if you want to give Ruth some very unique and colorful glasses or a different shape, if you want to do the little horn rimmed, I think that's what I was trying to go for here. But feel free to give her some very unique and funky and cool glasses. Switch this up. And we're going to go over the eyebrows. We'll be going around the perimeter of the face. And if you do not want to do the outline on the face, you do not have to. And if you don't want to do any of the outlines, you do not have to. This outline kind of gives it a bold, more kind of pop art, almost kind of cut out feel. And like I said, similar to the Frida painting that I have, and I have a few more iconic women in this style that I'll be releasing on the channel. And if you need to kind of clean up any of the edges on the hair or on the cloak, or if you can see some of the canvas shining through somewhere, feel free to just put some paint on top of that. All right, another place to pause the video and take a progress photo. Now we're going to go for Ruth's kind of iconic, I'm actually not quite sure what it would be called, but part of her attire, her iconic colors, as well as her robes. So if you want to do something different based on a photo of what she's worn before or something you want to do, and even if you want to switch out colors, feel free to do something different. So I kind of put the perimeter top and bottom on this one, and then we're going to do overlapping lines to kind of give a bit of a lacy feel. And I am using the white paint. If you kind of have really thick paint, you can add a touch of water to it, and that will give you a little bit more fluidity. And I am using light pressure. So for my beginner painters, if you've got a few varying widths of lines, just kind of run with it. That's where you're at for today. The more that you paint, the more that pressure is going to get a little bit more comfortable. And then I am going back with kind of cross lines, and then we'll be going with some, I guess, kind of horizontal, going the full width of this element. And as you hopefully are noticing, I am grabbing more paint just about every 2 or 3 brush strokes. So kind of getting that habit, and I even have varying opacities of white on here. I kind of like it. But get it to as intense as what you want, other colors, but just remember to keep grabbing more paint with your brush every couple of brush strokes here. And here's the part where we're just kind of going across to give it more of that lacy feel. We will be putting a few highlights in the hair and on the glasses, and I believe the earrings as well. Let me know. All right, so when you are done with this, notice how I am going on the shoulders to just kind of give the illusion that this is wrapping around the shoulders of the cloak. Just make sure you kind of add that. And go back and add any um, more thick paint on there, clean up any other lines, have fun. I do recommend that as you paint, get in the habit of looking at your painting from 5 to 10 feet away. And that is more of the normal viewing distance. And it's kind of humbling to kind of just keep that in your mind as you are getting creative. And here you can see just moving up to the hair, putting a few highlights on there for her iconic bun and glasses that she always wore. Again, feel free to change this for anything that you desire. You guys are doing a great job. Oh, that's right. I forgot we went back to the black with the pointy brush and just kind of outlining the earrings again. And I'm pretty sure I outlined the lips as well. Again, completely optional, and you can add whatever you want. If you are finding that your brush is shaky as you're going to do some of these outlines, that means you're holding your breath. So if you exhale as you touch the brush to the canvas, it will make it a little bit easier for you. Be kind to yourself. You're doing a great job. You've come a long way from a blank surface. You should be very proud of yourselves. All right, so again, cleaning that brush off, we're going to do a few more highlights with the white, and it's basically just going to be a dot in the earrings, and I believe a little bit on that lip, and then on her glasses. If you are inclined to add it somewhere I do not, go right ahead and do that. So thank you guys so much for painting with me. Hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to painting with you in the future. Cheers.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the process of painting and I hope you liked how your paintings turned out. As you're uploading your photos to social media, please tag me at or hashtag paintwithlovejoy or email them to me, paintwithlovejoy@gmail.com. I can't stress enough how much your feedback, your sharing this with the community and sharing your photos has helped this channel grow. So please keep it up. You're doing a great job. And you're getting more people to try painting and realize how much fun they have during the process. So keep it up. Anything that you'd like me to paint in the future, please leave a comment and I will add that to my production list and get to it as quickly as I can. I am a solo producer here, so they do go a little bit slower than I would like, but hopefully we'll be able to bump that up one day. But either way, I'm still thrilled with all the pictures and the stuff that you guys are painting at home. So until next time, have a great day, and I look forward to painting with you in the future. Cheers.